Yerp was popping, man. It's your boy KDG, man. Y'all know the vibes, man. If you don't know the vibes, you better get with the vibes. You feel me? We back on this thing, and I apologize for not uploading a reaction yesterday. You feel me? The day before that, I dropped a skit that's at 2.4. Y'all doing crazy with the shorts. We going crazy all around. I ain't even gonna lie. The year's starting good for me. I ain't even gonna lie. So look, do me a favor, smash that like and that subscribe button. We just hit 2.72. We right there to 3K, man. I can't lie. Hopefully, matter of fact, I'm manifesting it right now. We hitting 3K by the end of this month. Stamp. We about to triple double upload. But we got this Katt Williams. This is basically Ice Cube responding to what Katt Williams said. I never seen Ice Cube response, but I did see the interview with Kevin Hart. I didn't watch the whole thing. I was almost like, I think I was like an hour or something in. It was certain parts that I didn't see that we about to react to today. Let's get into it, man. I just want to see everything in what Ice Cube really got to say. You feel me? We about to get these views. I know me. But let's get into it, man. Let's go.
Katt was 100 on a few things. Most of what he was saying. A couple things,
And what I don't, it's crazy though, chat. Everybody that he came at, they just saying that they like more successful and like they got more, or he hating or something like that. Nobody ever came out and said he's lying. You feel me? So I ain't gonna lie, Katt Williams is probably top 5. No, he's top 5 funniest comedians of all time. He's in the top 5. We ain't even gonna disrespect Katt Williams like that, because in 06 he did the thing when he was talking about Polo Tank Tank. We ain't even gonna lie like that. But let's get into it.
I just want to clarify.
Yo, what's up? This bruh man from the fifth floor, and you tuned in to Forgotten Kings TV.
What's cracking? It's your homie Ice Cube. Just wanted to address a few things. Everybody been checking out the internet. My man Katt Williams. First of all, I just want to say, we shot that movie over 20 years ago. So
that movie older than me.
People have different perspectives, and it's been a long time. I also want to say, every comedian that I've worked with, every comedian that I've put in a movie, I only put them in the movie because I thought they was funny. I thought they was perfect for the part. I tried to put them in a position to win. That's what it's all about, I look at from, Chris Tucker and Bernie Mac and Mike Epps, Katt Williams, Ricky Smiley, Michael Blackson, Cedric, Kevin Hart.
Hold up, chat. I done knocked the thing over. Always doing some dumb shit, I tell ya. Where my phone at, yo? Oh, it's right there. Alright, let's go.
All these guys I know are funny as hell. I didn't discover them. They were doing their stand-up or doing their thing, and I knew that they were great and that they could act, and that if I have
it's like he really didn't want to respond to it, but like he felt like he had to respond to it. Like that's what I'm getting from this. Like it's like he cut the camera and was like, but like he really probably didn't even want to respond to this shit. This movie old as hell, bro. What are we still arguing over this classic movie over? Like, I don't understand. Maybe because I'm young. Maybe I don't understand. But
my opportunity, I was going to give them my opportunity. To me, that's what it's all about. Far as, specific things, Katt was 100 on a few things. Most of what he was saying, a couple things, I just want to clarify. When we bring in a new, comedian, we do have them try out for different roles. So Ricky did give Money Mike a shot. But when we saw him and, we kind of saw how he moved and how he was,
Can y'all imagine Kevin Hart? Can y'all imagine Katt Williams playing the Santa instead of Money Mike? That movie would have been trash.
auditioning, we decided that he would be a better, Santa Claus, which was, to me, the perfect casting. When we saw Mike, damn, I call him Money Mike. When we saw Katt, when I saw him, I just knew that he was perfect for Money Mike. Katt, said he wrote his role, which, the role was written, but he enhanced it. This is why Katt was so dope in the movie. Money Mike had a small role, about as big as the Santa Claus role, but when we started filming, he was giving us such magic that we kept expanding his role and giving him more to do because he was on point. When we shoot these movies, for one, the scripts are fire, or they wouldn't even do it. The scripts are laugh out funny. But we shoot the script, but once we get what we need from the script,
nobody cares, bro. To be honest about that.
Birds do their thing. We give them a take where they can, or 2, 3 takes where they can go off and do what they feel. Sometimes it makes the movie, sometimes it don't. When somebody gives you jewels, you want to try to make sure that makes...
Him and these old guys, Siemens. She has statements like these old guys. Nobody care about that.
Second thing I want to clear up, I would never shoot a rape scene in a movie, especially like Friday, where you
Okay, so he lied about that. Okay.
Actually see this happening on camera. That ain't my style. If you check out any of my movies, they not raunchy. We did a movie called Players Club where the subject matter was a little raunchy, but for the most part, even that, we left it to your imagination. So the only reason that kind of stuff was in the movie is because you have 3 villains in Friday After Next. You have Santa Claus stealing presents. You have Damon, just got out of prison, sweating. Craig and Day for the rent money. And then you have Money Mike, a pimp that treats his woman, like a property. So Craig is always fighting the villains in the movie, from the Joker brothers to Debo. And so we already had Craig fighting Santa Claus. And the only real way to get rid of the other 2 villains was to have them go against each other. And the plier joke was always in the script. It was never, we would never ever show that. That's not my style if you look at any of my movies. So that was never a discussion. We, at that point in everybody's career, we...
Yo, no weird shit, yo. Me watching this video, it don't seem like, am I just high as hell? It don't seem like his beard, like, lopsided. Am I bugging?
We would listen to a certain extent, but we wasn't gonna change the movie for any actor, We do what we feel, and if it was a rape scene, it would have been in the movie. There was no reason not to shoot it. But that's not my style. I don't even like that kind of shit in movies, on camera. And so, that was, to me, a little discrepancy there. You know, Katt, he wrote a lot of his part because, you know, like I said, he was giving us jewels, so we were keeping the camera rolling. He was coming off the dome. He was coming prepared every day to steal the show. You know, that was his mission. And, you know, that's what he did, you know, with the movie. And it launched his career, you know. And
Nah, facts. No matter on the people that say Ice Cube didn't pay them, none of that, bro. Without that movie, I probably wouldn't even knew who you were. No lie or that. Like, you just never know. Like, that probably shot somebody's career off. You feel me? It's not always about the bread. Everybody be money hungry. It's not always about the bread. Sometimes what you get from it, you don't gotta make bread. For me, like, I'd rather get 100,000 followers than $100,000, because with them followers, I can make that times two.
I'm proud of the movie. I'm proud of all the guys who've, you know, come through, you know, a Q Vision production and went on to do bigger and better things. And look, you know, a lot of people are talking about pay and how much they was paid on these movies that were extremely low budget. You know, most of these guys work a couple of days, you know. And when you're doing a movie, there's over 100 people.
Or his beard definitely lopsided, because you could tell on the right side, like, it's like that, and this side is just like this. Like, maybe that's some West Coast shit. We don't do that in the East. I don't know. Y'all comment below if you from the West Coast. That's what y'all be doing. Y'all be on the lopsided beards. Because that shit bothering me. Like, me watching the video, like, this shit, like, I don't know. Y'all do that on the West Coast? Y'all comment below.
Working on a movie that need to get paid. Most of them got to get paid every day. And there's pre-production and post-production. Even after you finish with the actors, you got to pay editors and sound people. And my movies are all about quality. So most of the money go up on the screen. I'm not giving you no bullshit. I'm not giving you no low budget, you know, shit you can laugh at because it's so cheap. So, you know, we try to put all the money on the screen. And so any actor that's mad at what they got paid, you know, just look at what you was doing. Look at where your career was at the time. You know, take a look at where it is now. And Friday has something to do with that, I believe. And I put a lot of people in movies, but they ain't never put me in a movie. So you could take that for what it's worth, you know what I'm saying?
Who he talking about? Who he talking about? Comment below. You know, y'all be all in the comments and shit like that. But who you talking about?
Giving a lot of these guys opportunities. And I still act, so I'm waiting for a call. I ain't got to produce everything or write everything. I got love for all the comedians that I've worked with. Got, you know, much love for Katt. You know, he spoke up for me a lot. And I just wanted to be clear and clarify some things. And shit, man. I hope y'all have a good 2024. Yeah.
West Coast? It's like, no, y'all gotta cut him some slack, bro. He did his thing. This is the second thing we about to react to.
The Luda. No, so
the other day I seen like Ludacris made like a response to Katt Williams, but I must have fell asleep. I ain't gonna lie, I was smacked the other day watching this.
there was a crossroads where
These hot wings, oh my god! I got a mukbang coming for y'all too.
we were both invited to an Illuminati thing, and it had to be one or the other of us, and decisions had to be made. So it was both of us, we were equal. One of us had to cut off all their hair and couldn't do the sideburn thing no more with the points. And the next person they said was going to get $200 million because they were going to pay him $10 million a movie to do 20 movies. And that's how the conversation happened. One of those persons turned out to be Ludacris, and the other person turned out to be Katt Williams. Now, one person ended up with a light-skinned, ugly-faced wife that's never done it. Remember I told you that if I say that, it applied to 7 people?
Yes.
It's part of what they give you. Okay? I didn't get it. I'm not mad about it.
How much money they give? 200?
Sir, Fast and Furious is on what number right
10.
now?
200 million. I might need to get me one of them old women look the same.
He might not be lying because Ludacris did just start growing his.
That's what they all end up saying at the end of the day. Kevin told you he wasn't gonna wear no dress until they offered him the dress, and then he put it on. And what did he say after he wore it? I made my own decision. Duh. But you didn't make it before they brought it up, did you? It's okay. It's all right.
Gusto is
Alright, so that's the Diddy. Which one? Oh, that's a different reaction. We working. We see all the reactions at the top. We working. We locked in. But this the last one we about to react to.
It's up for all of them. It don't matter if you Diddy or whoever you is. TG Jakes, any of them. All lies will be exposed. That's all. And anyone who takes that the wrong way, know why they take it the wrong way. The truth is the light.
I need to have another one of these.
Amen, amen.
Shit. I kind of get this one here.
Right.
After that, I don't really kind of know where to go. Let me, one more time.
Right.
We good now?
Because the people want to know, well, why would he get blackballed?
Yeah,
Oh,
I was gonna ask you that.
because in 30 years, I've done nothing but collect information, knowledge, and your secrets. So if you and a man was in a corner doing something you wasn't supposed to be doing,
You will tell it.
no, somebody come to tell me.
Okay.
I gather that. I value that. I'll pay for that. Come, tell me. I know so many things I shouldn't know, and they all know it. They all know it. Why? Because you don't make me the villain. Not the guy that raises black children and ain't never done a hard drug in his life and don't have no stories of doing nobody dirty. And they'll just go out and they'll lie. The industry doesn't mess with Katt because he didn't show up for the studio. No studios have ever said that. Look at my IMDb. It will show you that no studio has ever lost money with me on the script. How? That's why I'm saying, that's why I can't let Ricky Smiley say he was supposed to play Money Mike, because I wrote the words for Money Mike. I designed the hair for Money Mike. I collaborated with the wardrobe department and made outfits to make sure that no one in America would be wearing what Money Mike was wearing. I told them to go get the Prowler. I then told them to paint it purple. I told them don't have an actor as playing a pimp. We could get an actual pimp, Archbishop Magic Don Juan, to play. Like, I did far too much work for somebody to come years later and try to tag along just for their own self-aggrandizement.
Why didn't Cube set the record straight? Terry Crews could have set the record straight. Mike Epps could have set the record straight. Why none of them set the record straight?
That's a good question though. Why did it take them that long? But you feel me? We should have reacted to Ice Cube after, but it's my fault.
That's what you were supposed to ask him when he told you those lies that
But
no
I didn't
one's
know it
ever
was a
heard.
lie.
Right, but he's telling you something no one's ever heard of. Nobody has ever heard, oh, Ben Affleck and Matt Damon was in a movie and somebody said, y'all should switch roles. And, like, this is a business.
But that's the thing, Katt. Normally when people are giving you information, I'm thinking I'm hearing it for the first time and they're giving information no one else knows or have ever heard. So I'm taking them at face value.
These are this is like Steve Harvey telling people he used to be homeless. That's my story. That's not.
Oh, yo, chat, let me tell y'all. So, when I was in, like, I want to say, like, I didn't see this part. I must have really not have been paying attention to this interview. But I was in, like, I think, 6th grade, something like that. And you know how you got them projects that you got to look up the people and stuff like that. You got to look. It was like Black History Month. It was something like that. So I picked Steve Harvey. He said that he lived in a car for like weeks and he used to just do mad shit. And for all of that to come out and for me to stay up all night doing all of that, for him to say that he lied, I feel some type of way. I want my rounds. I want my rounds, Steve Harvey. I ain't gonna lie. We gotta get right. I know damn well I ain't sit up and read all these articles about you and take the best for a presentation for the whole shit to be fake. I mean, I got an A+ on it, but that's some bullshit. But let's get back into it.
Not his story. Steve Harvey wasn't never homeless. When Mark Curry was touring with him 25 years ago, he was making $3,000 a show in cash and doing 5 shows a week. They just
That's bad.
tell the stories. Thanks to my wife, I'm where I am. You said that about the first wife. You forget that? You told us it was her. Then you went and married somebody else that think like a man. Like, what are you talking about? They think they can rewrite history. Guy Torrey did a beautiful special about the Comedy Store and Fat Tuesday, where he said that Steve and Cedric and Kevin Hart and Tiffany Haddish came through there and made... All lies. Steve and Cedric never performed at the Comedy Store at all. Tiffany was only seen at the Laugh Factory. In 15 years in Hollywood, no one in Hollywood has a memory of going to a sold-out Kevin Hart show, there being a line for him ever getting a standing ovation at any comedy club. He already had his deals when he got here. Have we heard of a comedian that came to L.A. and in his first year in L.A. he had his own sitcom on network television and had his own movie called Soul Plane that he was leading? No, we've never heard of that before that person or since that person. What do you think a plant is? Maybe people don't understand.
I ain't gonna lie, Katt Williams talking his shit. Ain't nobody gonna get right with Katt Williams talking his shit.
And the definitions of these words.
Here's one thing you need to do before buying anything online. Don't spend another dime on Amazon until you watch
Shut
it.
up.
He just did his documentary with Chris Rock where he shows you that his whole upbringing in comedy was on the East Coast.
Yeah, it was.
So how simultaneously was he here in Los Angeles doing the same thing? It didn't happen. It didn't happen. And I hate to seem like a petty individual for picking apart lies, but Jussie Smollett gonna keep lying until you say we don't believe you. Like, it's important in the checks and balances of the universe that liars not get to make complete narratives for themselves.
Are you not afraid about being blackballed again? These are some power people.
What do you mean again? These people are not powerful. Satan can't create anything. That includes blessings for his people. That's why, you know what the number one job of somebody that sold their soul in Hollywood is?
What?
Is to act like it didn't happen. They all do the same job. Why do you think Gary Owen can't cross over and he already white and been in comedy for 25 years? If what I say ain't the case. It's a cabal. It's a consortium. They rock with who they rock with and they don't with who they don't. But I'm not scared of being the competition any more than you were when you lined up across from a superior team. Yeah, on paper, they're a better team.
Right.
They have all the assets and resources and we don't. But let us get on the line, boy, and see if that factors in. I guarantee you it won't.
Wow.
Because Shannon Sharp got to be a different person than that other person.
Absolutely.
And he always was. That doesn't change when I change teams. That remains the same.
You could tell he feels some type of way though, like by the way he's speaking, he got boy. Yeah.
That's how a legacy is built.
So
all of these shortcut takers, they canceled me for talking about Harvey Weinstein before the thing came out, but he offered to suck my penis in front of all my people at my age.
What did he say? We're just gonna keep going.
What am I supposed to do? He did all of that. I'm thinking I'm the only black person on the script. I get there, there's 3 other black guys on there. Woo! Huh.
So you wonder what they did to get there.
I told him no. What y'all do? And this is why when I walk in a room, heads go down. Behind my back, I'm nothing. I'm just a regular old comedian that's bitter and jealous. But in my face, no, no, no. The king has walked in and they have to respect it only because I've not taken the shortcuts. I've not been funded. They pay you to not talk about things they don't want you to talk about. They tell you that themselves. I can't do that because Steve told you that he stopped doing stand-up because he had 7 TV shows. The only problem is when he stopped stand-up, he didn't have those 7 TV shows. He stopped stand-up because he got in a comedy battle called the Championship of Stand-Up Comedy with one Katt Williams in Detroit in front of 10,000 people and lost because Katt Williams said he was actually bald and that was a wig. And I went in, and that's why he couldn't do stand-up anymore. Imagine him coming to tell you another story where he got so big and it was Bernie and them's fault because they wanted to be movie stars. What? You called Ocean 11 to get that nigga's part. What do you mean you didn't want to be a movie star? So on the behalf of Bernie, I would have to say what I have to say.
Have you ever been on tour with any of these guys?
Every guy I mentioned to you is not funny out there in real life.
Usually I'm looking for like a new rim.
Kevin Hart talking his shit. I like reacting to stuff like this.
Shot.
So no. Faison's never done his own tour in 30 years. Steve Harvey don't do stand-up no more. Cedric doesn't write. I'm sorry, he doesn't write. Ricky Smiley has been playing the same old black woman forever. Like, you can't get a young fan base with that. Like, you gotta be doing karaoke around the country to make that work.
Right.
And he is. But I'm a stand-up comedian. This is my 19th 100-city tour. I'm not gonna have a conversation with these lazy bums that'll take a shortcut at any point. Yes, it's easier for you to juice than to get in the gym, but you don't get to bring that body in here talking crazy.
Talk about how good you look.
What? No, there's too many comics out there that are putting their life on the line to tell these jokes, man.
Okay. Let's get to your upbringing. We're going to circle back and we'll get some...
I want to protect him real quick, because you had said for the Kings of Comedy, it was in 2018, 2019, but did you mean 1999? Because it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
No. So what I meant to say was, remember, he said I couldn't do stand-up anymore. I had 7 TV shows. I said he didn't have any of those TV shows at the time.
I know you talking about Cedric.
Joke stealing from Cedric.
Cedric.
Okay,
so you had said that 2018, 2019, but it came out in 2000, so I just want to make sure.
Okay, no. What comes out in 2000?
The original Kings of Comedy.
Right. I'm on BET's Comic View, and they're using this as the commercial in 1998. Okay. That's why I'm saying, yeah. So if I said the dates wrong, Let's
go back and clear that up.
Okay.
You said, I had Cedric on here, and I asked him about the joke stealing, and he said the timeline doesn't add up.
Correct.
To that point, you say.
Right. So he thought that I was just a no-name comedian and that he could take this joke and nobody would know.
Right.
The issue was that I had already done this particular joke on BET's Comic View twice.
Right.
It had done so well on BET's Comic View that they had made it part of the commercial. So part of the commercial of make sure you tune in to BET was you seeing me doing this joke.
Right.
And this joke is one of those jokes in comedy where you set it up and it takes a little longer to set it up, takes about 3 minutes, but then you're just hitting them with jokes after that because you don't have to set it up.
Right.
Mark Curry had already helped me work on this joke because I thought it was good because I was getting a standing ovation on it. He had me go back in the lab and help me craft it to be an even more powerful joke. So this is not just a random joke. This is my very best joke, and it's my last joke, and it's my closing joke.
Okay.
1998, I'm doing this joke. It's on Comic View. Cedric comes to the Comedy Store. He watches me in the audience. He comes backstage. He tells me what a great job I did and how much he loves the joke. 2 years later, he's doing that as his last joke on the Kings of Comedy. And he's doing it verbatim. He's just changed my car into a spaceship. Him and Steve had already apologized for me, so I gave him a pass for a decade. Why would you sit here and be like, I saw Katt 30 times, and Katt didn't do, as I stand before you, Shannon.
Fuck them shits he got on his feet, though.
I would have bust Cedric's stomach. There was nothing that would have kept me from one of these in that patch right there. Like, are you kidding me? Why would you downplay me like that? Why did I give you a pass if you were just gonna lie? And so that's what I'm saying. Like, they're all a group. Cedric, Steve, Ricky, they've been a group. Everybody knows that. They've been aligned. And there are these alliances in comedy. And if you stand against them, then they sometimes have a problem. But we don't let that change the content, because that's all you know me for, is that I'm quite likely to tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. Now, I've had to turn down $50 million 4 times. 4 times. Just to protect my integrity and that virgin hole I was telling you about. Right. Because P. Diddy be wanting to party. And you gotta tell him no. You got to tell him no. I did. I did. See, I got the receipts for everything I'm telling you. That's why I can say them so freely.
Katt, I need another one. You here, get your number.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Come on.
Because early on you was accusing me of being...
Katt, man.
Yeah, it's crazy. Because I'm favored by God. Like, when I see people's wives and stuff, I don't even look at them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want to look at nothing I don't want to have. Because I know how blessed I am. If I look at it, I got it. That's how Diddy be feeling.
No, come on, man. Come. So, you're not supposed to look at anything that you don't want.
Not me personally, just because God has given me literally everything I ever even pump faked like I want. And that's the whole thing. That's the whole thing, is I don't have a type of woman. Every woman that I ever had as a type, I ended up getting her. Now she's not the type anymore. Now I understand that every woman is a one of one. Like, you can't really have types.
Alright, chat, that's the end of this reaction, man. I ain't gonna hold y'all up no longer. That's some crazy shit, I ain't gonna lie. Y'all comment below, y'all let me know how y'all feel about the whole little situation. And that's about it. I'm gonna catch y'all on the next one. Make sure y'all smash that like and that subscribe button, man. KDG Nation, man. Today, I'm about to record like 5, 6 videos. Then I'm gonna chop again tomorrow. And I'm gonna chop again, and I'm gonna keep dropping. Y'all know the vibes, man. Skit dropping tomorrow too. Be off this thing.